Hi Marcus, it's Kim Turner here. Look, I thought I'd just do a quick screencast for you to give you a bit of an introduction or an overview of the online business coaching program that we're developing, that I've been speaking to you about. Look, I thought I'd shoot the screencast because it's hard to sort of envision what it's all about without having something tangible in front of you. So, nonetheless, it's an overview. So let's have a quick look at it. It's divided into 6 stages. Let me just go here. And in the first stage, of course, we've got a quick start guide, which gives the owner of the program a bit of an introduction to what the program's all about, what they can get out of it, and how, as it suggests, to get started pretty quickly. So there are 6 stages. I won't go into detail about every stage. I'm sure you've got some idea about it. But the whole program's been designed to be totally self-contained. So there's no telephone coaching or online coaching. It's meant to be a totally self-contained program where everything they need to think about, test and question themselves, and then come up with the answers is all provided within the program. However, in the introduction, we do say to them, look, if there's something you're not sure of, and even though it is a self-contained program, by all means, give us a call or send us an email, in fact, and we'll endeavour to answer it for you. Now, we don't mind doing that because, as you'll soon see, whilst this is a self-contained program, we also want to be able to, for those people that want it, sell other on-programs to them. Coaching, training, accounting assistance, whatever that may be. So the 6 stages are, the first one is understanding you, and that's where they really get to have a close look at what they're all about. And I'll go through these in a little bit of detail in a moment. So where are they now? Who are they as people? What's their strengths? What's their weaknesses? The second stage is all about their vision. This is probably the most important stage of the whole lot because it's about getting them to open up and think about, okay, whether they've been in business for 5 minutes or 15 years, are they happy where they are? And what would they really like their business to look like? What type of customers or clients would they really want to work with if they had the choice? And it encourages them to be bold, aggressive, and, to really dream about the possibilities. The third stage is all about the development of their strategy. So, okay, we know where they'd like their business to be, but how are they going to get there? What sort of things do they need to do differently to get there? What do they need to change? What research do they need to do? And of course, in every one of these stages, it shows them a step-by-step guide on how to go about researching, finding out what they don't know, or, of course, getting hold of resources, or in fact outsourcing some of the areas they're not familiar with, skilled in, or don't have the time or expertise to do. And naturally, again, that's where we hope to be able to offer other services along the way that they can outsource to. Sales and marketing, business and accounting, coaching and so forth. Coaching, personal that is, along the way. The fourth stage is all about marketing, and it's a whole lot of tools and strategies in there about how they can actually do a lot of this marketing themselves. But of course, there's going to be a chance for us to provide outsourced services. The business operations, okay, how do they run their business? What's their back office like? What are their staff strengths and weaknesses? Are they looking after their staff? Are they providing them with the training and development? And of course, a lot of businesses won't have staff. Some of them will be startups that don't have staff. Again, an opportunity to show them how to outsource to us and to other people. And bringing it all together is their business plan. Now, in fact, they'll be bringing it all together all along the way because in each of those stages, they'll be putting together pieces that when it comes to stage 6, they can just take and add in to this stage. So a lot of the work will be done by the time they get to stage 6. But nonetheless, there'll be a few things they need to think about when they get here. So that's just a bit of a quick start guide. Let's get out of that. I'll just go here, sorry. And in each one, they don't have a quick start guide, but they do have some information in the beginning. And again, these will be provided in, as they are, as PDF documents, but also in a video and audio. So it'll be totally self-contained and explained along the way. So there's an introduction. So I talk about the tools that we're provided in each of these areas. So in this particular area, there's a business SWOT analysis, personal SWOT analysis, and it explains what it is and a little bit about how to use it. And the tools themselves then have an explanation on how to use them as well. History map, big rocks exercise, boost your strengths, etc. Again, just to reiterate, this is not finished yet. We haven't done the graphics, we haven't got any logos, and it hasn't been presented in its final form just yet. But again, I thought I'd just show you so you've got a bit of an idea. So it's got an introduction about what the tools are, and then each stage has an introduction about what the stage is. What can you get from this coaching program? What tools you'll need. As I mentioned, I've just shown you the explanation of those tools. What's going to happen next, and some encouragement to get going. Now, I won't show you every one of these because I don't want to bore the socks off you, but just want to give you a bit of a feel for what's involved. And here's the actual tools. So let's just open this one up. You've seen a lot of these tools. You've got a lot of these tools yourself. And in fact, we could replace them with some of your tools if they fit the mould. You know, a business SWOT analysis. Typical stuff that you'd know, that you'd see. Personal strengths and weaknesses, business strengths and weaknesses, etc., etc. Second stage is the visioning. So what's your real business vision? And here we explain what we're talking about and encourage them to seek their dreams a bit without going over the top. What your objectives are, to be inspired about the possibilities for you and your business, and develop and nurture your beliefs about the great things that you can achieve. And then to create your business vision. That is your view of how your business will look, feel, and be into the near future. Explains what we're talking about, what is their vision. What's the process? So here we explain about the tools that we've provided. And again, each of these tools are fairly self-explanatory, although we do have that introduction about those tools. Again, a lot of these you've seen before. The funny thing is, whilst they're familiar to you and I, for a lot of people, even people who've been in business for a long time, they're not all that familiar with them. And again, an introduction for each of those tools. And these will be on video and audio, as well as PDF form. And there'll be opportunities for coaching tips within each of these videos and so forth. Some of those tips will be leading them to answer or ask other questions. So for those that really do get stuck or feel as though, well, this has been great, but I really do need someone to hold my hand now, well, we'll encourage them to give us a call and we'll try and sell them some more services naturally. Now, the program itself has been designed, as I said, as a self-contained entire coaching program, but we will give people the opportunity when we go to sell and market this, that if they want to, they could just buy individual stages or individual modules. Naturally, buying them individually will be more expensive, but some people might say, look, I know all about that, but really I don't know about, say, marketing, for example. I really need something on marketing, or they might just want something on the business planning area. And the likelihood is, whether they know all about those other things or not, it doesn't matter. That's what they believe. And in some occasions, they're going to buy those individual pieces and then realise, do you know what, we keep referring back to stage 1 or stage 2, and I'm at stage 3. Well, I really need to know what stage 2 is all about. So hopefully they'll go back and buy those stages, or might end up buying the whole program. Tools. As you can see, there's a whole lot of tools. I think we've gone through those. And I won't go through all of them. I'll just go through stage 4, which is the marketing. I guess that's because that's my specialty. What's your objective again? They all follow the same sort of pattern. Obviously, they're worded differently. What's your objectives in this stage? It's to gain a deeper understanding about marketing, the type of marketing that is likely to suit you and your business. Learn about the various marketing strategies, including the tools used with these strategies. Decide upon the most appropriate strategies and determine the shape and steps within your sales funnel. And design and create 3, 6 and 12-month marketing plan. So that's what their objectives are. And if we've done this right, which we believe we have, a lot of this they'll be able to do themselves. But of course, some things, just like other areas like their legals and so forth, they'll have to outsource regardless. How to go about developing it, So here we encourage them to think about what they're doing. They need to do a bit of work. They need to do the study and research. There's tutorials involved, but you need to study them to understand them. And we also, within this area, encourage them, and in fact, in all the stages, we encourage them to do a bit of cheating and look at their competition a bit. Find out what they're doing. There's all the tools, and what next? And here's the introduction to each of those tools. Quite a number of marketing tools, tutorials. Some of it is video and audio, some of it's just PDF form, text form. Okay, so I think I'll sort of cut it there because I don't want to bore the socks off you, but as you can see, there's a lot involved, there's a lot of work being put into it, and it's quite an extensive program. And again, it is designed so that, for most of what they need to do in their business, they can do it. Nonetheless, they're still going to have to outsource for specialist areas. But they don't need necessarily to have another person coaching them, either face-to-face or, over the phone. Now, we don't know what the stats will be, but I would imagine out of every 10 people that would buy a program like this, probably only 2 or 3 of them are actually going to go through it from start to finish religiously. But there might be 2 or 3 people that actually go through it. Some of them won't need any more. Maybe 1 or 2 of those 3 might say, you know what, I need some extra help here. I need some personal coaching, or I need some personal assistance. And, obviously we'll try and on-sell them. So that's the stages. A couple of things about it. We're going to, obviously, once they've bought the program, we'll stay in touch with them by email on a regular basis with some tips and hints and extra bits and pieces to give them some bonuses, and also to encourage them to take up some of our other services. Now, what we do is to promote it, we're going to do a whole range of things. I'm going to produce a range of sales videos, if you like, that I'm going to release onto the internet, and endeavour to get them optimized for the web so that we can get them ranked in our various for the various keywords that we want to get them ranked for. We'll also be doing a pre-sale launch system, so there'll probably be 2 or 3 video seminar/webinars that I'll do, interviewing the in this case the key people behind the program, discussing what it's all about. Hopefully by the third, we'll get people involved into a system online, and hopefully by the time they've gone through the 3 videos, and we'll be giving away a whole heap of information and tools along the way, that they're intrigued enough to want to buy it. So that's the idea. There'll also be a website, a membership website. So this will be designed so that people can go online and do their learning, but they'll also, when they buy the program, they'll get sent the box full of goodies. So again, this will all be all online. They don't need to open their box of goodies, but for some people, they like to actually see and touch things, physical things. So we'll be sending the box full of the actual training manuals, the videos and the audios in the box as well. Look, I think that's probably about it at this stage, mate. As I said earlier, I thought I'd just shoot this quickly for you to give you a bit of an overview. If you've got any questions, by all means, give us a tingle or send me an email. And as soon as we've gone to the final stage where it's ready to go, I'll certainly talk with you and see if you have some interest, and see how we can work together to sell this to your list. All right, mate. Signing off for now. Catch you later. Cheers.